Thank you, sir. Thank you for that, because she's one of our most trusted patron. Uh,
Yes, I understand.
she has so much going on in this church. Sometimes I wonder, is she holding it all together with spit and glue? Because she's always here. Her daughters are involved. She's involved. Deacon Trask is involved. And to have this happen today, of all days, children's are here in the church, part of the celebration, in spite of what was happening the first 10 days ago. I don't like that, but this is what we are. So listen, I'm going to take you over. I'm going to send you over there to see Deacon Trask.
All right.
He's about a half block. You'll run across a cafe that says, I think it's Alice's Cafe or Alicia, something like that. It starts with an A. It's a cafe. It got a bunch of glass in the front, and it's got brick walls and stuff like that. So you can't miss it, because and some friendly people there. It's already set up. We had organized prior in case something like this happened. We had designated people take care of first aid. We had designated people that would allow people to use their phones for emergency use. And so you will have privacy to make that long distance call. You can usually call it from here, or you can call it from where Deacon Trask is. Those two guys know that you need to have access to people you need to get us the help we need, right? So what do you think, based on what I told you so far, you think we can do?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, prior to, as I came down and heard about the news, I did contact the director and left a message. I'm going to follow up with a phone call, but I have requested, these are the things I requested. We want national blood bank. We want a supply of blood down there ASAP. I've already requested that. I've also asked for generators. I've asked for heavy moving equipment, because we know we're dealing with rubble, and this is a brick structure as I can see it. Yes. So we need generators. We need heavy equipment. I've specified also troops. Federal troops are imperative.
We need security for sure.
Security. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I know that I'll be taking a back seat in this. I'll basically be invisible, as you know, because in the South, we don't have too many people in charge of color. But in this case, the person in charge in color will be invisible at this point, if you understand me.
I understand you well.
I've also impressed upon the director that if this situation has happened at this point in time, after the National March in Washington, D.C., then we need to get not only federal troops, but we need some more agents down here. And I'm requesting a special friend of mine who will be leading the investigation if he's available. If not, I have another gentleman who will be assisting. And I will give you his name once I have that information. Do you understand that we are fully obligated and committed to rectifying this wrong, as well as getting this situation straightened out as far as these children? I'm telling you, I've been in the bureau for about 10 years now, and I've never seen anything. Homeland terrorism. That's what it is. So what we're going to do is put an emphasis, and I will talk to my congressman also to find out what we can do. Is there anything else you think you'll need?
Yes, sir. I will need personal assurances that the president is going to be briefed and aware of the dire need down here, not just your director. Hoover, I don't care nothing for Hoover, but your immediate boss, he can help us by getting these stuff that you just talked about. All that's great. But right now, my thought as a doctor and as a medical person, and as a father and a husband, is to get those people that we don't know how injured they are. We don't know how injured they are. We don't know how many people are down there. Now, when you get over to the Deacon Trask Church, some of those people that were inside of the main floor and sanctuary, they were able to get out through the other exits. But the ones that are trapped are in the basement, and rubble is involved. So those generators, it's right now close to 4:30. 5 o'clock, we hitting and all the sun is just about gone now. So we don't get generators soon. We ain't gonna be able to see much. You know how dark it gets out here.
I understand, Johnson. I understand.
And you know that's when they do their most dirty work is under the darkness with their white sheets.
Well, let me ask you this question, Johnson. Is there any type of militia you can form that would provide a perimeter of security until we can get the federal troops down there?
Well, I didn't really want to say this because not anyone really knows like me. I'm totally committed to this thing here, but I'm a member of SNCC. No one knows that. But I organize stuff down here. We organize the voting people who volunteer. So we got volunteers that already know what to do. They got their shotguns. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they got what they got. We didn't have access to a hardware store to get ammunition. So if you can have maybe your brother send, I asked him to, he said he's going to send down as many able-bodied men to come down here and act as default security and around women and children to protect as best they can until the troops or whoever come. So that's where we're at right now. My priorities is get those people out from under those heavy rocks and metal and assess total damage. I've given you everything I know on the ground right now. And when you talk to Deacon Trask in the next few minutes, he's going to tell you basically all he knows. I want you to realize that you can trust this man. We trust him with our lives. He trusts us. And therefore, you will be held to the same type of trust, but also we expect results as best you can do. We know you only one man, but we're only one people here too. And it's just been us trying to deal with the overwhelming odds that we've been dealing with for the last 10 days. So this is really like the coup de grace over here. This is too much. I'm just going to say, I think Deacon Trask will be able to fill you in on what he knows and what he saw prior to leaving to come back. But Sister Collins didn't know much because only what her daughters told they were going there. She rode with us to get there, me and my wife. And so my wife is over there. She didn't know anything, but I put her over to help out the nursing. And so Sister Collins is laying back there. I told the guy to give him a sleeping pill. She'll be okay for a couple of hours now, I think. But in the meantime, I want to get you over there, let you get over there to talk to Deacon Trask, okay? So remember, come out this door, make a right turn, walk about a half block, look on your right. It should be a sign up on top that says Alice or Alicia Cafe. And Deacon Trask will be there. Got brick walls in it, so you know you're in the right place. Anybody else say anything to you about anything, keep quiet. You just here visiting Dr. Robert Johnson. I don't care if they do say they're a friend of mine. I can't trust anybody at this point. That's for your protection and ours.
I understand.
Okay, sir. So I'm going to leave you to go and talk to Deacon Trask, and I'll see you. I want to talk to you after you talk to Deacon Trask and after you talk. So you're going to make that call now, right?
Yes.
To your boss. And then after that, you go down there and talk to Deacon Trask.
Will do.
Okay, I'm going to get back on the horn and see what else I can get in terms of manpower down here to just try to move what we can move with just simple manpower. But we're going to need super strength type of stuff, trains, pulleys, that sort of thing. Okay? All right, sir. Thank you so much. And I'll leave you. Hey, use this phone. It's okay. Use the phone that's in this office here. It's a second one in the over there on that other desk over there. Just go ahead and use it at your will. In the meantime, I've got to go and find out what my wife has been able to get done and seeing if everything's going all right over there in our little temporary, not a commissary, just a place for a clinic. We'll be putting all the injured. All right. We'll talk to you soon, sir. Bye for now.
Bye. I'm Deacon Trask.
And you Trask. Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to meet up. I know you had said something. You wanted to talk to me. They wanted you to talk to me.
Yes, I did.
I can give you.
Yes. First of all, Deacon Trask, I'm sorry we have to meet under such bad situation here. I've never seen anything like this. I need to know from you, who was in charge of opening the church this weekend? Because it seems to me that something nefarious is going on here. Someone got into the church, planted something, an explosive device. We have this crumbling of the building. The structure the integrity has been compromised. It had to be a very big bomb and quite a bit of dynamite or gas. We don't know, but we're going to find out. Do you know who the maintenance man is at the church?
Oh yeah, bro. I know who that is. In fact, I just talked to him. I talked to him a little while before the explosion went off. Brother Jones.
Brother Jones.
I don't know him good, but I do know that he's the one that I went to get the keys. And then once I got the keys from him, I just checked the building out. And well, let's see, what did I see? Well, I only saw a few things that seemed like they were kind of out of place, and I didn't think too much. Yeah, but so I just left and went on back home.
Okay, you saw some things out of place, and what about the maintenance man? Can you give me his number? So I'm going to follow up on those. On what you said.
They got his number at the church. They got his number at the church.
Could you get it to me when I get down there? Okay,
I can give it.
Okay, and secondly, you said you saw something strange or maybe a little bit different that you normally had seen?
Well, the only thing I saw was a couple of boxes that was over on the corner, on the side of the wall there, on the north wall. But other than that, and I didn't think much of that. So I went back outside and and this is something else I saw. This was outside now.
Yeah.
As I'm getting ready to go to my car, after me and Brother Jones separated, I went to my car, and then I saw two white guys. They drove by. They're in the car. Now they did some strange stuff I ain't never seen them done. So
I see.
As they passed by, they both look over at me and kind of grinned at me and kind of gave me a salute.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you get any license plate or any ID that you could place these men at that particular facility at that time? This is important information, Deacon Trask. License number or any description of the car or the model, make. Can you give me any of that?
No, it looked like it was a Ford, and it was let me see what it looked like. It was a dark color. I think it was
dark color Ford. Yes.
Dark blue or blackish type. It was kind of dirty too. Kind of dirty car. Yeah.
And now this is very important, Deacon Trask. About what time did you see these particular individuals?
Let's see. Now I left and went back home. It was still the morning time there because church hadn't started yet. And so I had to go back and get my family. So that was seemed like it's somewhere around 10 o'clock, 10:30.
10 o'clock, okay. And as you know, you have been down at the church, sir?
I understand you.
Have you been down to the church?
I was coming back. That's as close as I got, because when I come back with my family, and as I'm looking back in the back of the car, telling my kids to cut the noise back there. I'm trying to drive, and then and next thing I hear is some boom, boom, and then I look, and things are flying all over the place, and then it got kind of quiet, almost like I was in a dream or something.
Like a vacuum.
Yeah, like a vacuum.
Now I want you to carefully place that bomb. It was very loud and distinct. Yes. Do you know how many people could have been in the church at that particular time?
I think it was almost half full, brother. Almost. It was a lot of people had showed up because we're going to have a special preacher that day.
I see. And of course, we understand that the basement has been compromised and everything is crumbled in. So we know most likely this device was placed in the basement of the church. That's what I'm assessing. Okay. Well,
I think it was.
Well, Deacon Trask, what I need also from you is I know you have a church roster because we want to account for every individual that might have gone to that church. So we'll need the church roster. Just get it and even get a copy of somehow get me a copy of it so we can account for everybody. And then we can certainly tell the local law enforcement, this is our situation. And I can imagine they've been notified, but their response hasn't been.
Well, brother, I tell you this here. I wish there was somebody else we could have reported to, because reporting to them, you might be reporting to the ones who have something to do with it. Just putting it plain as I can put it.
All right. Well, I've called and talked to the bureau, just between you and I. I've made some contacts to get some, as we say, the ball rolling and get to the bottom of what's happening here. The director will be calling the governor, and based upon information they've gotten from the news, not from me. Well, if you understand what I'm saying.
I get you, brother. Yes. I get you.
And in doing so, I'm going to personally come down there in plain clothes, of course, because I'm on vacation, and I'm going to kind of make sure that no one penetrates the perimeter other than those who are, of course, officials of the church and have to be there. You can rest assured, Deacon Trask, I say you can rest assured that help is on the way. And I thank you for all the information you give me. I will be calling back upon you because you seem to be somebody who has the thumb, as we say, the heartbeat of the church and the community at hand.
I try, brother. I try. And I want to let you know this here. From now on, I don't know what nobody else be thinking about it, but this here. We need to get all the deacons together, and all the deacons need to get all the parishioners together, and we need to come up with our own defense plan.
That would be wise and prudent. Yes, sir. That would be wise. But keep in mind, this situation down in the South is very, very volatile. So please impress upon them, in the words of Dr. King, nonviolence, if we can. I mean, I realize that violence has been perpetrated against the church, and ironically, who would destroy and bomb a church? And we don't know who's hurt, but we must exercise, as I'm often told in the bureau, restraint, and we must exercise patience. But we will get to the bottom of this, Deacon Trask. We will, I assure you.
Lord willing, brother. Thank you very much.
You can rest assured. Thank you, brother.
God bless you.
God bless you too, brother.